Hey guys, it's Melissa from Kiwi Banana here, and I just wanted to say and talk about that wellness is the new status symbol. Hey, you heard it from here first if you hadn't already heard about it. I was reading an article a couple of months ago, and it basically went into about how some parts of society are changing. As we know around us, a lot of those changes are not so necessarily positive, but these are sort of going into things how people, great grammar, I know, people were more interested in things like being seen in their gym gear, cycling is it's not really seen in the same way as what it was before. People are, drinking things like green smoothies and juices, and people wanting to know more about these superfoods and things like that. Superfoods is probably a video I would cover for a different day. But and they were kind of like dissing the fact that that people are into this stuff. And you know what? I can't say I think it's a bad thing. If more people actually want to take better care of their health and well-being, then what true harm is that going to do? People should start seeing other things that they can invest in their life, not just about, I've got to buy the best house and I've got to be able to buy the best car. Yeah, you can buy those things, but at the end of the day, there's no sort of amount of money that can really buy you the best health and well-being. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't kind of just like put your health up for sale and say, buy now, $200, buy my house. Like, it's something that's, yes, people could argue, you can afford to buy organic produce and it can be only local and you can afford to live in expensive places. There's counter arguments to all of those things anyway, but I'm not going to go into those either. People are hopefully they're starting to realise that if you're able to look after yourself better, then you're able to have better quality of life. It's not about just living for today, but it's not necessarily like, I've got to live a really boring, uneventful life where I'm not going to get hurt or get sick in any way and just lock myself up in my room and not go anywhere. That sort of mindset. There should be more of a focus about people's well-being, and I guess health can kind of stem from that as well. It's not, you can put money towards things that can help, but really you should be putting a lot of your money towards your health, towards your well-being. It's where the true happiness comes from. I was trying to explain to an acquaintance that I'd had worked with, and they were going out and buying cars like all the time, and I was like, that's not going to bring you true happiness, right? Like, and this person would sort of complain about the way they looked. They were overweight and things like that, and I was like, well, you need to start learning how to cook and looking after yourself, not going out and buying these new cars and things. That's not really going to make you happy. And that person knew that as well. They knew that buying these cars was only going to make them happy for 5 minutes, until they would then find another car that they would want to buy, the next year or whatever. And that their health was important, but they were just not at that place where they actually wanted to do something about it. I feel like I might have rambled on a little bit here and gone off topic a wee bit, but basically the conclusion of this video is wellness is the new status symbol, and I hope it stays like that, because things come and go, but your well-being is really important to you, and then you're able to obviously expand that well-being out into your friends, your family, your community, your country, this planet. So yeah, start thinking about your well-being and start investing your money in your well-being, not whatever the next fancy lipstick is, or I don't know, new toy for your kids or whatever. Okay, so wellness is the new symbol, the status symbol, and you heard it here first if you haven't already. I hope you've done something that makes you happy today. See ya.